My name is Amstel, and today I'm going to be participating in a stroke correction of MacArthur's breaststroke technique here, and just correcting her on a few of her techniques. Breaststroke is the slowest of all four mainstream swimming strokes due to the high level of frontal resistance and drag caused by the chest and head. Eddy currents caused by the legs on their follow-through also result in drag. This can be seen in Swim 1998. As we can see, Maddie has a wide arm stroke that does not allow for the lift of the body needed to get out of the water and create as little resistance as possible during the stroke. It also creates drag as there is more surface area to pull through the water. Having the arms so far away from the body does not allow for maximum strength and propulsion through the water. Most of the propulsion in breaststroke comes from the forearm and not from the hands. For the correct stroke, Maddie should be pushing out with her hands in a sculling motion from the extended arms to create a high lift out of the water. At the highest point of the lift out of the water, the swimmer takes a breath. The higher the body can get out of the water, the less resistance and drag caused by the chest and head on the water. Hands then need to rotate and come back quickly to the chest in a catching action until they are clasped together. The arms then sweep inwards towards the body with high elbows to create as much propulsion as possible. Swimmers then extend the hands out to a streamlined position and surge forward into the water with their heads nice and low and the whole body as streamlined as possible. The top athletes in this stroke accentuate the lift and surge in a wave motion, as can be seen on the current USA Olympic Swim Squad website. Any information on resistance and pulling stroke technique can also be found in Swim Teaching 1994. At the same time as the extension of the arms, the kick needs to be effective. We can see that Maddie is not getting much propulsion from her kick. Swimming Steps to Success, Thomas 2005, suggests that the key to propulsion of the kick is using the surface area of the inside of the leg and foot. The hip should remain square and the upper legs remain as streamlined as possible, with knees as close together as possible. The feet turn outwards at the ankles, and flexion of the knees allow the legs to turn out and the feet to come around in a quick circular motion, pushing the water backwards, propelling the swimmer forward. One of Maddie's key problems with her stroke is timing. She is struggling with getting the succession of the phases of the pull and breathe, followed by the lunge and extension and kick, to maximize propulsion and make herself as streamlined as possible. Let's have a look at a couple of activities to remediate this. This drill, called the Max Glide, requires swimmers to use a one stroke and one kick phase followed by a 3-second glide. This allows swimmers to get the correct timing on the stroke, with the stroke first, followed by the kick, and slows everything down just to accentuate that timing. This maximizes the lunge and the extended reach to create a full and long stroke with a nice streamlined position of the body. This activity, called shark fin breaststroke, also accentuates that long, streamlined body action and prioritizes the importance of a strong kick as well. With their hands clasped together at the palms, the swimmer performs breaststroke without pulling their hands apart. The swimmer still lunges forward with the reaching action of breaststroke, but as they do this, they must present the shark fin with their hands. The shark fin must be pointing at the sky and be above the water's edge. This enhances the timing of the stroke and the importance of the propulsion of the kick as well. This drill, called the 3-2-1 stretch breaststroke, ensures that you get that long, nice glide with the correct timing as well. Swimmers perform 3 breaststroke pulls, followed by 2 breaststroke kicks. After each 3 pulls, an extended glide is needed, and then after the 2 kicks, another extended glide is needed. This can be continued for as long as needed with swimmers working their way up. It encourages the correct timing of the stroke and then kick in succession, which is what we needed to improve in Maddie, as well as developing that nice strong kick to use propulsion. The last drill included in this session is an extension of the 3-2-1 stretch breaststroke. This is called the pyramid stroke. This drill incorporates students using 1 stroke and a breath and then 1 kick. This is then built on in the next phase where the swimmer performs 1 stroke and a breath and then 2 kicks. The swimmer then repeats this process with 3 kicks and 1 stroke, and then works their way back down from 3 kicks to 2 kicks, 1 kick, etc. This can be continued for as long as is needed with the swimmers, working their way up and down. Again, this uses a technique to incorporate a long, streamlined position, as well as correcting the timing of the stroke. These drills performed today work together to improve the timing of a swimmer's breaststroke, as well as incorporating and accentuating the biomechanical principles of lift, drag, and propulsion to create the most effective breaststroke possible for each swimmer.
Hi, my name is Cassandra, and today I will be analysing and critiquing Louis' backstroke. Throughout this analysis, I will firstly discuss the biomechanical principles of backstroke and the forces which act on an individual during the stroke. I will then go on to identify Louis' technical flaws in performing this stroke, as well as prescribing a series of remediation activities which will address one of these flaws. According to OSWIM 1998, the backstroke body position must be as horizontal as possible, streamlined and close to the water surface. Backstroke relies on the propulsion of the arms and hands for optimal movement, whilst the flutter kick used in backstroke also acts as a stabilising force, but the upbeat providing the drive. According to Thomas 2005, leg and foot motions in swimming serve 3 functions: support, propulsion and balance. Although, as you can see, Louis has a rather weak kick, which is evident through his hips and legs being deep in the water. Due to this, Louis is not in the ideal streamlined position and is therefore creating eddy resistance, which means that water is unable to fill in instantly behind him, causing him to pull water and air bubbles along. Furthermore, an inclined body position creates frontal resistance and turbulence, which is also a result of inefficient deep kick. The legs and feet play a crucial role in backstroke by supporting the body as the torso rotates to gain optimal power and speed, as well as playing an important part in adding a propulsive force to the stroke. So, it is essential that Louis can develop a more efficient kick to become a better backstroke swimmer. As you can see, Louis' chest almost sinks into the water. Both Holmes and Fraser, 2 coaches consulted to analyse Louis' stroke, identified this flaw being a result of his weak kick. As Louis was unable to gain adequate lift from his leg propulsion, according to OSWIM 1994, the depth and positioning of the head determines the position of the body to a large extent. Currently, Louis' head position is resulting in an off-centre longitudinal rotation, resulting in the rocky motion that you can now see. After analysing Louis' backstroke, I have researched several drills which will assist in improving Louis' style, specifically targeting his weak kick. These drills can be performed in a progressive manner with verbal cues to assist the swimmer in achieving the ideal style. drill which Louis will do is the support kick in the streamlined position as suggested by Lee 2012. To begin, Louis locks his hands in a tight streamlined position. In an extended supine position, he will perform a backstroke kick up the length of the pool. This is a highly aerobic kicking activity which has the primary benefit of inflating and raising the swimmer's chest, as well as forcing their head in the correct position. As a secondary benefit, it introduces a longitudinal roll. According to Lee 2012, another drill to assist in developing a stronger kick is the spin drill. This requires Louis to swim with a fast arm action, spinning his arms as fast as he can. As a result, his legs will also be required to move at a faster rate, promoting a stronger, more powerful kicking action. Lastly, Louis can perform the shoulder roll. This drill, suggested by Holmes 2012, is performed with Louis lying on his back, arms by his side. As he propels himself towards his kicking action, he will roll his acromioclavicular joint as close to the earlobe as possible. An extension of this, which is more closely related to improving and strengthening kicking technique, is the shoulder roll into lateral freeze. Louis will hold the roll in the lateral position so that the shoulder and elbow are raised from the water's edge for 3 kicks. After 3 kicks, the swimmer rolls over to expose the opposite shoulder and elbow. This is repeated for 25 metres. The primary benefit of this drill is to develop the notion of the lateral kick in backstroke, with a secondary benefit of enhancing his understanding of synchronising the kick with the rotation of the upper body. With the use of the drills provided, Louis will begin to develop a stronger, more efficient backstroke kick, which will ultimately assist him in maintaining better body alignment in the water, thus reducing the effects of friction and resistance and helping to lift his hips and maintain a correct body alignment while swimming.
Hello, my name is Madison MacArthur. Today I'll be undertaking an analysis of Cassie Barnes' freestyle stroke. Within this analysis we will look at a few of the key mechanical flaws evident in Cassie's stroke and the relevant biomechanical principles. One flaw will then be chosen as a focus for improvement, and drill suggestions will be made that will assist Cassie in achieving a more efficient freestyle stroke. As stated in AusSwim 1998, an important component of freestyle is arm propulsion. For the hand to be in an effective position to apply force against the water and propel the body forward in freestyle, the arm must reach out as far as possible before entering the water. As you can see, Cassie's arm is cutting into the water short of this point, which both coaches, Holmes and Fraser, identified as preventing Cassie from achieving maximum propulsion. Another aspect of Cassie's freestyle that was identified by both Fraser and Holmes as requiring improvement is her breathing technique. According to AusSwim 1998, an efficient swimmer creates a bow wave in front of the head whilst freestyling, allowing the swimmer to breathe by rolling the head slightly to inhale air as they rotate. Currently, Cassie's breathing involves in lifting her whole head out of the water, causing frontal resistance, which, as stated by AusSwim 1998, contributes to frontal resistance. Propulsion through use of the feet and legs is essential in providing a stabilising force whilst performing freestyle. AusSwim 1998 states that both feet and leg propulsion assist in the body in maintaining a horizontal and streamlined position. A strong, efficient kick creates lift force, allowing the swimmer to ride high in the water, minimising frontal resistance. After consulting with Holmes on evaluating Cassie's freestyle kick, it is clear that this aspect of her stroke is contributing to her off-centre rotation by rocking her whole body from side to side, preventing her from achieving effective lift and stroke propulsion. Today I will be focusing upon addressing the biomechanical aspects associated with Cassie's current freestyle arm stroke. 3 specific swimming drills have been chosen to develop Cassie's arm stroke technique. High elbow practice, otherwise known as chicken wings, will assist Cassie in developing a high elbow ball reaching style. This drill was recommended by AusSwim 1994 and Holmes 2012. Chicken wings involves On recovery of the stroke, the elbow should be lifted high with the thumb reaching the armpit. The fingers should be relaxed. This drill can then be combined with a finger drag drill. The back of the hand and fingertips then trail along the water after creating a high elbow, allowing the arm to fully stretch out before the hand enters the water to take the next stroke. This drill's primary benefits include high elbow recovery and long stroke development, whilst also resulting in secondary benefits including aiding longitudinal rotation. Another drill suggested by both Holmes and Fraser, alongside Thomas 2005, to assist Cassandra's freestyle stroke technique is catch-up. This drill, as you can see, involves holding one hand extended in front while the other arm completes the stroke, accompanied by continuous kicking of the legs. There are endless numbers of patterns that may be used, including progression from using the same arm to using both arms alternatively. This drill will primarily assist Cassie in developing a long stroke for effective propulsion, correcting her previous short stroke technique whilst also avoiding overreaching. Lee 2012 also states that catch-up also enables the swimmer to exercise the kick and concentrate on the 3 phases of the stroke. Underwater recovery is the third drill recommended by Lee 2012 and Fraser 2012 to aid in lengthening Cassie's stroke in both the third and first phases. This drill involves the swimmer performing freestyle catch-up. However, after the third phase of the stroke, they use an underwater arm action to return their arms to the beginning point for phase 1. Other benefits of this drill include development of the individual's aerobic capacity and a patient stroke. These 3 recommended drills aim to not only develop Cassandra's long stroke, enhancing her propulsion, but also address a number of other aspects such as rotation and kick to result in an overall more effective freestyle stroke.